Hello guys. Today, Hub and I want to share a story time about what our experience was during the winter storm here in Dallas, Texas. And just want to say first of all, we definitely understand that in our case we were very, very fortunate.
Yes.
So on Sunday, so we're going to start with Sunday because that's when the whole deal of the story came along. We woke up and that is when we started to see the snow fall. Started day like any other day, or just a typical Sunday. Guys, it is coming down. You do better than this. You get the top window. Let me see. Maybe that's better too. Look at that. Big old snow flurries. Went to bed.
Yeah, I woke up and through the night, not really waking up. I just opened my eyes and I saw all the lights were out. So I said, okay, power's out. No big deal because this is nicely insulated. It's still gonna be warm. They had the power on by 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll be all right.
So
no big deal.
We got the
I
fire
went back
alarm,
to sleep.
and then the fire alarm came on about 3:50 and in the morning, and we woke up. And so we started to kind of like, okay, hopefully we knew the lights we realized, okay, yeah, the lights are definitely off. And we just started scrambling and trying to grab our things. And the most important things like cell phone, keys and stuff, we kind of had that handy already just in case. But this was just shocked me, was when we stepped outside of our
No,
apartment.
before we did that, we got everything together. We were ready to walk out the door, and I look up, and I look down. There's like water on the ground. Look, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I look up, and it's a little water coming out of the ceiling.
Yeah.
So
I
then
forgot about that.
she went into high mode. Oh Lord, must be something big, and the water coming out of the ceiling.
Yeah, we have to get out of here. I
Okay,
say,
so
baby.
I'm like, okay, just water, okay. But she's like, oh, it's a great flood or something. But she like the water coming out of the
it's
ceiling.
like, okay, I'm not, obviously something is going on in the building and we need to get out.
Right, so we walk out the hall, and nobody's getting up,
Nobody's
getting out,
moving,
no
nobody's in
alarms
the hall,
on,
none
just
of
our
our
alarm.
neighbors. It's just our apartment.
Nah.
Only our apartment. So at that point,
we go to our car.
go down the stairs. Honey, let me tell y'all something. I was complaining about my legs and being sore, but when I don't know, like I was like the bionic woman. I got down them stairs so fast it was no problem.
No, we got in the
Car.
car. Then we called
First,
we called the apartment complex first.
no, we didn't, babe. We called the fire. We called the fire department.
No, called the fire department, and then
No
they
answer.
said
They
they said voicemail said if it's an emergency, call 911.
911.
So we called 911 because they say leave a message. The fire department say leave a message. If it's an emergency, call 911. So, cause, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay,
It's emergency, and we called.
So we called
911.
the fire people. Called 911, and
They called the fire department.
and they got the fire department out here. So the firemen show up, and when they show up, I walk them upstairs.
And I'm sitting in the car.
And they assumed that it was just a busted pipe from upstairs or something. So they took out the fire alarms, and the water basically, it stopped. It's just a little water. It's about a half an inch of water on the ground. It's just a little bit of puddle, a small puddle, just a little leak, but it messed the roof up. That's all.
Yeah.
So
we kind of mopped it up, and by this time, let's see, I looked at the temperature. It was actually 1 degrees at that time. It's very, very
while we were in the
cold.
car, 1 degrees.
It was very, very cold, and so we came back upstairs, and again, no lights and no water, and we basically just went on back to bed. House was, was cold, but it was just more of uncomfortable, but not unbearable, and stuff. Because, like I said, we were fortunate. This building is very well insulated.
Yeah, we were still in this. Even though it's 1 degree outside, we were looking at like 60-something degrees inside. So it was, very comfortable.
Yeah.
We're considering.
Yeah.
We were blessed in that.
So then, the next day, which was Tuesday.
No, that's Monday. The next day is Monday.
Okay. The next day. Well, I mean, that was Monday, but the next day when we had the incident.
No, but the next day we had the water kept going on and off.
Oh yeah.
So they turned the water on and they turned the water off, mostly off. The lights were, electricity stayed off.
Yeah, we never had
it didn't come back on. I mean, I just knew it was going to be on about 10 o'clock. But no electricity up. So
and we couldn't get
all
through
Monday.
to the electric company. It just
Yeah.
it was just no talking to get through. So we couldn't even get updates because basically we had no TV. We didn't know what really was going on. We did use our cell phones and no.
You have to charge your cell phones with laptops and charge your cell phones with the car and
Go to
our
the
battery
car.
packs that we had.
We did have battery packs, and
so we used that.
And also we used, hubby just saw this camper light. He just bought, I guess, because he was just interested in it. It was something strange, and thank God that little camper light kind of saw us through this dark apartment.
Okay. And we got the camper lights and a few other flashlights. I lost 2 lights, to be honest with you. One just went out on me. It stopped working, and the other one, it just got damaged. And then so the next day, it was just a day. We tried to figure out how to survive the cold with no water, no.
Yeah.
We had our bottled water. We had plenty of bottled water for that period.
That period we had a lot, but it started to diminish.
We ate canned goods and sardines.
Yeah, I ate sardines. I ate.
Yeah, she ate. I ate basic fruits.
Yeah.
Fruit cocktails, peaches, and stuff like that.
And I ate sardines and crackers, and I had just made some gumbo that Sunday. Because our whole thing is, we're going to have cold, snow, watch some movies, eat some gumbo. Well, I ate some cold gumbo, didn't I, baby? I mean, I ate the whole pot cold. And I have never did that, but I was thankful that I had that to eat. And so we made it through that day. It was kind of crazy, but we made it through.
You got to think now, we had no heat since Sunday night. So the apartment was only being solar heated.
Yeah.
So every day we open the windows up.
Thankful for that sun. Thank God for that sun. That
it'll
sun.
drop to the 50s and it'll go up to a little bit to the 60s. But that next night, it would stop at 60. It wouldn't go past the 60s.
Yeah.
That night.
Every day it got colder and colder.
Even though the outside was still cold.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome back to our channel. I know y'all probably won't see this video for several days now. Reason being is because we have no power, no electricity, no water, nothing. We live in Texas. We had this big snowstorm, and Sunday night, this is Tuesday, Sunday night the power went out. Monday morning the water went off. So we've been living off the grid. So we have these beautiful candles. Those candles on for looks generate some heat because it was 1 degree this morning. But we finally got the temperature up to the apartment up to, see that, 60. So with 60 degrees on the inside, this place is good, very well insulated. So we have no TV. We have to charge our cell phone with our car. And we're keeping our food most of it. We're keeping our food out there. It's 7 degrees outside. Okay. So, right now, I'm about to fix my wife lunch. This is by her request, y'all. Not by mine. Already, let's look at the water we got. But that's better than nothing. Trust me. That's enough water. That's more than what we had yesterday. At least it's trickling out. You can wash your hands. Yeah, I never appreciated washing my hands so much to when you don't have water. Okay? So let me fix her food.
Hi guys, her and I are doing fine. We over here just like living off the grid, I guess. I know a lot of y'all used to this type of weather, but it took Texas by a big surprise. It's a little colder than we've ever gotten, I think. So yeah, but got food, got me some sardines and cracker. Did a good job, probably. It tastes delicious. So, Bear, can you go out there on the patio and give me a tea, iced tea? Out the ice in the patio.
See what I did with it. See what I did with it.
Okay. It's good. Oh, baby, I want you to go out there with your coat on. Your house coat right there.
It's okay.
Why is it smoky like it's at the...
Candles later.
Oh. You need to turn them off. You can't do all this. It's too many. Open this up.
Okay, that's enough. This is my lunch. Just a can of peaches, you know. Something that you usually put in Jell-O. But, hey. We're going to get through this. According to the news, we got 2 more days.
We're into Wednesday morning, and I got up. Sun was just going through the room, and guess what, y'all? We had power. I told my husband we have power. I got up, I let him sleep in because it's been kind of rough. Let him sleep in. I started washing clothes. I started pulling out chicken wings.
Now she gets up early.
I get up very 4:30.
Early.
Yeah, early. I got up at 4:30 and I said, look, I'm not gonna disturb hubby. We got power. I started washing clothes. I started pulling out food to cook, cleaning up my house. Just,
no, the sun wasn't up yet.
No,
really.
The sun was not up.
No,
You're
the
right.
sun wasn't up.
Till late.
Trust me, I remember. No.
And then, I mean, things were just, I was like, finally. Then my mom called, and hubby was still asleep, and I stopped with my work and got on the couch and sat down, and the alarm went off. I said, Mama, I got to go. I don't know what's going on. Soon as I held the phone to my mom, I could hear water running through the walls of the building. I could hear just water. I told you, I said, honey, get up. I don't know. I said, I think water is we're finna become overcome with water. I can hear it in the walls.
Nah, because we went through this already, she had already packed up us some ghosts.
And it didn't do no good because we were scrambling.
Still scrambling.
So let me tell y'all something. It's just some things in life, no matter how we prepare for it, we're never prepared for it. We just have to do what we got to do.
Let me explain what happened. Okay, water pouring from one part to all the way down the way. I mean, from one part to the other.
Every emphasis of
So what she did, she took my camera, take it off one counter, and put it right next to, on the next table, right next to.
No, that's because the water didn't come over there yet.
Yeah.
It did. It got his camera, yeah.
It's like,
but it got a lot of things. Okay.
Yeah, it got a lot of things.
I packed a bag, and the thing about it is, with the water coming, I'm moving stuff. That's what happened.
We were moving the
So
furniture,
everything we
everything.
planned just didn't matter. Clothes was on the floor. I'm trying to move our things, water coming out our air conditioner vents, water coming from the walls, water just everywhere on the floor. And we didn't get a chance to film that because we were scrambling trying to get out. We wanted to get out because we knew we didn't know what was happening.
What happened a couple of nights before.
This time we wet going into the cold. Here's the snow, guys. That's the snow. And that's how it is out here.
I stayed down here and I went back down and told my wife, you know what we need to do before this gets too bad, since, you know, it's not something that's like a fire or nothing. You know, all the power had tripped the circuit.
Yeah, we had no power, no water.
Because the power was still on, but because the water in the ceilings and the outlets, everything had tripped out.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So now we had no water though.
No water.
Besides the water that's coming through the roof. So when we started picking up the moving couches,
yeah,
but was room.
Well, he came down. I was still in the car. Let's go back to that point. And by that point, I was kind of getting a little. I've been doing good, guys. I really had, but I'm like, wow.
It is hard when you go through one.
But I got to admit, my husband, he kind of made me refocus. He was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go on upstairs and start pulling things together. And so that was all I needed to hear. I didn't have time to focus on what was going on around me. I just know we need to do something about it. And again, I had that feeling of, okay, let's do this. And that's what we did. I'm going in. Water is everywhere, as you can see. We're trying to move stuff out the way. And it's that water falling from outside. Look out there. So it's still drifting. It's hard to see it, but, and it's dark in here. I'm in the light. But yeah, it is just everywhere. It's just drifting. You hear it. The lights in the kitchen, they tripped out because of water. So let me just kind of go over here. This is stuff that we was trying to, yeah, he's trying to put some plastic bags. But my rug, as you can see, is soaked. Couch is cold, water just all on the couch. The floor, you can see it's just puddle. It's in a puddle. So we're gonna go in here and see what we can do with all of this. But it's still dripping real strong over here. Really cannot see it, but you can hear it. It is dripping all on my vacuum cleaner. Oh, baby, try to move stuff out, but see if we can save anything. What vacuum cleaner? It's contain the water droplets, which is hard to do because it's just basically falling everywhere. So even though I got this here, it's really just falling everywhere. I'm trying to catch it. I picked up my speaker system, and I'm still trying to make sure we're catching water. Curtains, I got to get them off the floor. All that's going to be washed. So I had laundry, as you can see, the floor is soaking wet right here. Got that up. Put everything if we can on the counter, but I'm going to get this tear off because it is falling on the counter too. Trying to make sure we are still catching water. Let's see, it's very bad right here. Okay, yes, about that. It's really bad. Let me see. You gotta make sure your buckets, as you can see the water is very thick in this side. Make sure it's going in the bucket. And so guys, I gotta go. I gotta get all this off the counter. We moved our furniture to the office. And Julian's gonna get something. Hopefully we can get this water up. You know, it's steady coming down.
With the carpet cleaner, we got a big old carpet cleaner that sucks up like 4 hours of gallons.
And while we have that department, only the Lord knows.
You know, but it works good.
And that's when I think I got a little frustrated with her because he was sucking the water up and dumping it every 5 minutes. And
no, every less than a minute I dump it. But in her mind, it's like it's taking forever. She's thinking, okay, we got like 200 gallons of water sitting on this floor. I mean, we had an inch, 2 inches, 3 inches in some places. And she want to pull out towels. I'm like, baby, the towels are not going to do anything right now. What we need to do is suck the water up, dump it. Once it started to slow down at the top. Whatever they did, they stopped. But it started to slow down. But we had to get it up because before it spread to the other rooms.
Looked like the more hubby was sucking, the more water was coming in. I just don't see. I didn't see the
she
floor
didn't see
dry.
it, but it was getting down. It was going down.
I went because I have a lot of bath towels. I went in and just grabbed me about 10 bath towels, and I started spotting and drying up the floor, drying up the floor. Drying up the floor.
Yeah,
and
you dried up the floor. Okay, so she dried up the floor with the 10 towel, and I got up, a couple hundred gallons with my but she dried up the floor. So after we dried up the floor,
you gonna tell me about the bathtub water?
Oh yeah, because I had filled the tub with water.
When the water came on, now we had water. Remember that morning I told you we had water? I washed clothes.
I filled
the tub up with water.
That way, if the water goes out, we can flush.
Well.
She just knew the water was going to stay out.
Hubby, that I got all, it
she
comes
didn't want the towel
time
sitting in the floor.
when you're going through stuff, you can't take, but
I'm like this.
The wet clothes.
Don't mess with my toilet water.
The wet stuff everywhere. I told him I need that tub to put these wet things in. The rug was soaked. The everything was soaked. I need somewhere to put these wet items in. So the tub has to be the place. So I let the water out the tub and I put the things in. But Mr. Innovative, he went and got the clothes because we didn't have electricity. He went and got the things, spun it dry in the washing machine, and then threw it in the dryer.
They still dirty, but at least they dry.
Well, he should have thought about that before I let the water out the tub.
He didn't give me a chance to.
Yeah, so I do regret that. Yeah, we didn't have any water, period, at this point.
Okay, so we went to clean it up.
Yeah.
Everything is ruined. The couch is ruined. I mean, it looks halfway okay,
Everything
but you can feel. But the chair doesn't look good.
Yeah.
The rug lost its color.
Rug
brand new rug.
It flips up like this.
And both the other rug looks
don't even lay flat anymore. Just crumpled and
then got a buckle in the table.
The table got buckled.
And some other stuff got ruined. I mean, that's nothing compared to what other people do.
I do not care about them things. You know what? It's amazing. Going through this let me know. If I hadn't had so much of this stuff, I wouldn't have to worry about it.
But by the end of the day, some of the lights in the bedroom and the other rooms.
Except when I kept tripping.
Yeah, see, some light fixtures have water in it. I mean, literally, they still, like one of them still does. And see, every time she walks out that door, she hit that switch and we in the dark again. So you can't hit it because it's got a bucket of water in the light fixture. I'm like, don't touch the white fixture.
I've been married to this man.
No, we making it work.
Let me say this. I've been married to this man for 28 years. When I tell you he stayed steady and calm at the helm, he did. He impressed his wife of 28 years. I gotta give it to you, baby. I kept telling that light off. He asked me not to touch that light, and I kept trying, but I don't know. I guess I was just I hit the wrong light switch every time, and it just zzz. You like, okay, you go right in there. And, what you do? What did you do?
I tripped it, reset the circuit breaker. See, as long as the water's sitting, as long as you keep the light off, the electricity don't go to the water. But when you turn the water on, you got this light bulb, 2 light bulbs sitting in a bucket of water.
Yeah. Hubby was so patient.
Eventually, it's gonna burn that switch out.
He was so patient.
Yeah.
This is what happened. We spent the whole day cleaning up
Nah,
water all falling in my head. We had no water.
Sheetrock falling in your head.
Sheetrock falling in
Paint.
your head. So we were offered an apartment to go and shower and even wash some clothes.
But we didn't get it that day.
No, we didn't get that
So
day.
we had to go to bed.
And another bundle night, but this time.
But
again,
no. What we found when she was in the hospital, she had in one of the hospital kits they had these things they give patients where they can do
a
baths.
full bath in a
bag.
It looked like a
Diaper wipe things.
a diaper wipe, but it was
It's
long.
big.
They big.
And if
I found one for
yeah.
hubby and one for
I'm
myself.
talking about y'all. You think I was taking a hot something? Okay, it was so nice to have some type of cleanliness.
Clean.
Okay, so because it's like you gotta think now. It's been a while. So, Sunday night was. This is the thing about it. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. See that morning when the power
my shower,
and the electricity was on, she jumped in the shower, had the washing machine going, and I said, I'm gonna take mine later when let the hot water bill back up, because she got the washing machine going, she got the dishwasher going, she taking a shower, and
I've been missing.
you know what?
But I found those things from the hospital. I started throwing those things away, but for some reason I just kept them. When I left the hospital, the nurse just put them all in my bag. And, she said you could have...
And this was about a couple of years ago, y'all.
Yeah, this was
years ago.
Years ago when
she did that video,
it's not up anymore, but I was in the hospital. And so, anyway, so we had that. Thank God. I'm going to tell you, it makes you say like, okay, it's like everything obstacle we faced, it was a solution. Praise God.
And like I said, we know we were more fortunate than others.
Much more fortunate.
Yeah, we had the leaky roof, no water, no electricity, but we had canned goods. We had.
Yeah. We were able to have a source of heat. I have a lot of quilts and covers and candles. We had all that available. So now we are at the next day, and we did get the apartment where we were able to shower, wash some clothes. And
it was that later on that afternoon.
By this time, I was feeling it, guys. I was so exhausted. My energy level was like at 0. And so what hubby was doing is we had clothes piled up, because you know what happened? That morning I got up and washed clothes before that flood came down, and I threw the clothes out the washer like we always do on the couch. Just washing, throwing on the couch. I'm cooking in the kitchen, washing clothes. So all our clothes, a lot of clothes that were clean, they were cleaned, they got dirty again.
And then she took a lot of our towels and threw them on the floor, because she got all the water, y'all, So she threw them on the floor. So we have all these clothes, so they gave us an apartment. It's in the building next door, because this building had no water.
Right. So the other building did. So we washing clothes.
But we got to haul it from one place to another.
Hubby did about, I don't know how many trips.
About 15.
He did
wagons.
15 trips back and forth between both buildings.
It's an elevator, but still.
He did. It doesn't matter if the elevator. He had to walk from one building to the other one in the ice, slippery ice and snow, cold in and out.
And then we also got a chance to take a shower. But now you got also you have to set the place up, because it was an empty apartment. There's no tables, no chairs, no furniture, no nothing.
So
even a shower curtain. So I had to bring a couple chairs
to sit down,
a table,
and stuff like that. It's not burning, is it?
No.
Okay, it smells a little smoky.
I can tell you that.
No, I want it done, so you can check it. But anyway.
So, and it's like, we had to haul that back. And then after we get it all washed and stuff, we got to haul it back here. Okay? So
we did that.
Because we were going to stay here. We were going to stay in there.
Yeah, our bed.
Even though they let us, we were like,
we could have, but there's no furniture there. So, but we got back to our apartment probably about almost 3 in the morning. hubby, I felt he brought the inflatable bed for me to lay on while he was taking stuff back and forth. And then I woke up and it was like, okay, we'll just go on back onto our apartment and go to sleep. And so, with that being said, the next day we had water and electricity both. So, and been having it ever since.
No. Then that night, that morning, that afternoon, on Friday afternoon.
Yeah, somebody probably.
Because as soon as we gave the key back to the other apartment, I gave it to her. Then 30 minutes later, maybe an hour later,
the pipe busted.
The pipe busted. They shut
all the water off again. That's right. I forgot about that. And
they brought
it back up
that night. No, around 10 o'clock that night. So, but since then the power and what's called been on, and we've been basically cleaning and
just trying to get back to some sense of normalcy, cleaning and throwing things out. Although
the first hot meal we had was that Friday morning, was it?
I don't think Friday morning. Maybe Friday or Saturday morning. Yeah, it was
Friday morning. We cooked up some. It was so nice to eat something that's real.
Yeah. Okay. First night. We cooked it was a pizza?
Yeah, we cooked a pizza.
And so the thing about it is the whole experience is that, we then saw once we got power on and actually had time to watch the news, our heart just broke. We just saw how it was very devastating for a lot of people. And even though me and hubby, to me, it was just an inconvenience. It wasn't, we got through
life
it. Yeah, it was just an inconvenience.
Our kids kept telling us, y'all come stay with us.
Yeah.
Come on over here. Get a hotel. I was like, no, we don't need a hotel.
Yeah, we don't need a hotel.
We don't need to go stay with no one else because we are practicing social distance no matter to the extreme. We are.
So we just basically stayed here and made it work, and God saw us through, and the thing about it is, I think the whole thing is, I don't know. It was crazy.
It wasn't.
No, I'm talking about us.
It wasn't. It's like, except for the actual flooding and getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to rush out your apartment and.
It had some
6
weird
o'clock in the
moments,
morning,
though.
or 5 something in the morning. It was 5 something, wasn't it? 6 something.
Yeah, it had some weird moments.
And walking in the cold snow to where
it was very, very cold. Yeah, and we had some weird moments because walking down that hall and it was pitch.
Oh yeah, because you got to think the power been off since Sunday night, Monday morning, whatever you want to call it, 2 o'clock, and so all the emergency packs that show the lights are gone.
So we walked out.
So when you walk out pitch black.
And going down the stairs.
And then this is a security building, right? This is a security building. So it's the electric doors that keep people out aren't working.
Yeah.
So you don't know who's in that dark. But I have flashlights. Yeah. So it's like
it was pitch black. You couldn't see your hand. It reminded me of when Louisiana, how we couldn't see our hand before our face at night. It was very dark. But I had no sense of fear. I had no sense of, it's crazy. It's like even when I walked out in the cold, I knew it was cold, but
and when you think about it, we saw other people. I saw people sitting in their cars
they couldn't stay in their car, but they was in their cars
all day in this field. It's like, and then a lot of people just left.
Yeah.
And I don't know where they went to because the roads were terrible.
Yeah, they were. But we just want to share that with you all, just to kind of let you know that, our experience here with this winter storm. And
we dry now.
Yeah,
and we have lights and utilities. Now we just have to go through the reconstructive phase.
Yeah, and that's another thing. We are going to have to get out of our building, out of our home here to let them do the work in here. So we're going to cross that bridge when we get there. We don't know what we're going to do, where we're going to go, but we're going to cross that bridge when we get here. We definitely filed with our insurance company for our loss and stuff like that. But hubby and I want to let everyone know that were affected by the storm. Like people would tell us when they heard that we had water in our apartment, "Oh, I'm so sorry that that happened to you." Wow, that to me, I hate to say it, it really seems so minute to a lot of things. We saw people lost their life, lost their homes, and so we just been counting our blessings, and so we just wanted to share that with you all guys, and thank you for your prayers and your support. Thank you. We even had some people even leaving the comments, checking in with us. We appreciate that, and we love you all, and we will see you all
In the next video.
Bye.